teams remain to chase the championship at the Printscape Pony League World Series. One of those spots up for grabs tonight between Tijuana, Mexico, and the host team, Washington County, Pennsylvania. Good evening, I'm Joe Bricato, and thanks for joining us. Guaynabo, Puerto Rico has already secured their spot in Wednesday's championship game, which is set for a 7:30 first pitch. But as we take a look at the bottom half of the bracket, we see how Tijuana, Mexico, and Washington County, Pennsylvania arrived at this point. Washington dropped their tournament opener on Sunday, but they battled back with a victory over Bay County, Michigan, and a victory early today against the Bronx, 19-9 in 5 innings. They had a 13-hit attack with 4 multi-run innings, and Brian Schmeltz delivered a home run as part of that 13-hit attack. Meanwhile, Tijuana, Mexico has been a dominant team in their 2 tournament games, outscoring their competition 29-2 in a pair of 5-inning victories. Romeo Briones has been one of the players of the tournament. He's got 3 home runs, including one in last night's 16-2 victory over the Bronx. To the gentleman calling the action in this one, we take you upstairs to Lenny Fratteri and Tyler Barnett.
All right, so here's what we've got, folks. Will Washington County force an extra game? Or will we see the matchup of Tijuana, Mexico against Puerto Rico? What are your thoughts about this ball game?
Well, I find it very interesting, Washington County getting the bye coming into this tournament, but losing that game, playing 3 straight games here leading into this one. And Mexico hasn't played more than 5 innings in one of their games yet so far. So they've 10-run to every team that they've faced. Washington County fresh off of a 10-run 5-inning game of the Bronx. And hey, let's watch some fireworks.
And I think we've got to see how Washington County is going to deal with Romeo Briones.
Yeah.
Do they walk him a lot? Do they pitch around him? We'll find out in a moment.
At Printscape Imaging and Graphics, we're more than printers. We're partners in creativity and community. From sponsoring local charities to empowering small businesses, Printscape is committed to giving back. Our people help businesses and organizations build their brands while strengthening our community, like the Printscape Pony League World Series. Printscape Imaging and Graphics, where technology meets creativity. Visit us today and see how we can bring your vision to life.
There's a place, far from the city, yet just down the road, where likes and shares mean more. It's in every bite, each performance, and every night, where the miles we ride together become the memories we share forever. We dream because they fought for it. We give because they worked for it. The American spirit lives here. I can feel it.
Hey!
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again with programs tied to in-demand jobs. We're breaking down barriers and giving you more choices. We're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
The bases are 80 feet. The pitching rubber to the home plate, 54 feet. 250 down the line to Luis Pony Field. 285 to the power gap. 305 feet to straightaway center field. For Tijuana, Mexico, the visiting team, Espinosa, Jimenez, Beltran. There he is, Romeo, in that pivotal 4th spot. Melendrez has hit a home run in this tournament. And then Contreras, Pardo, Sanchez, and Briones. Defensively, Stoy, Samagala, Trinovsky, Smeltz, Kahn, Smith, Coney, Creighton. The pitcher is Landon Crow. And he fires in a strike, and we're underway, and they are packed in here. There is strong representation for both teams. Good number of folks from Tijuana, Mexico. Ground ball in the hole, backhanded stop by Kahn. And right at the outset, we have an above-average play.
Yeah, great play by Kahn, getting to the backhand and not sitting on that ball either, getting rid of it and letting the ball carry and travel rather than trying to gear up and make a strong throw across, because you never know what's going to happen. If you try to rip one over there, you could short hop your first baseman and end up with a runner on second instead of an out.
Jimenez, by the way, Espinosa 5 for 7 coming into this game. Strike called on Jimenez. Strike called. If Washington County wins, there'll be a game at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. But quite obviously, the folks from Mexico are working to make their reservations for 7:30 tomorrow night. One of the pivotal parts of this tournament, the Will Flaherty 6 scoreless innings in the 7-0 win over Bay County on Monday after Washington County had lost to the Bronx on Sunday. Two and two. Ron Ross, the home plate umpire. Paul McIlvain, Mike McCollum, and Todd Van Treska on the bases. Fly ball hit well, but tracked down short of the track by Samagala. 2 outs.
And Samagala not having to run very far for that. These Washington County outfielders wisely playing very deep against this potent Tijuana, Mexico lineup.
Well, Landon Crow getting the baseball tonight. His favorite player in the big leagues, Paul Skeens, and how much of the Pirates of 2024 relied on the young phenom out of LSU. Here's Landon Crow, who will be a 10th grader at Trinity in the fall. Nobody on, 2 down. Beltran. And ball 1. And Briones, Romeo in the on-deck circle. Left center. Ground out. Fly to center, fly to center. Tijuana retired on 11 pitches in the top of the first inning. Washington County coming to bat.
At Printscape Imaging and Graphics, we're more than printers. We're partners in creativity and community. From sponsoring local charities to empowering small businesses, Printscape is committed to giving back. Our people help businesses and organizations build their brands while strengthening our community, like the Printscape Pony League World Series. Printscape Imaging and Graphics, where technology meets creativity. Visit us today and see how we can bring your vision to life.
Starting lineup for Washington, Pennsylvania. Brian Schmeltz in the number 3 spot of the batting order. He had 2 home runs in the game earlier today in the victory over the Bronx. He's 5 for 10 in the tournament. Samagala's 5 for 9. And that's the batting order that will face the 5'6", 203-pound right-hander, Axel Brenones. Backed up by Sanchez, Espinosa, Pardo, Beltran, Jimenez, Contreras, Romeo Brenones, and Melendrez catching. Garrett Stoy to lead off.
Place is electric right now.
Stoy 3 for 6 with an RBI. And a fastball up high, ball 1. Stoy left fielder. Washington County dropped its first game. Didn't play Friday or Saturday. Lost on Sunday. Won on Monday. Won earlier today. Wants to play 2 games tomorrow. Ground ball. Jimenez has time. Didn't come up with it cleanly, but time for the out.
Yeah, and Stoy didn't take a direct route to first either. I think he might have thought that it got through the infield, and he started to get out into his cut to where he could take a better route to second base. Then he realized the throw was on him.
And Creighton takes a strike. Creighton 3 for 11. Outside, 8 players from Washington, 3 from Cannonsburg, 2 from 84, 1 from Avella, 1 from McDonald. And 7 of these players attending Trinity in the fall. Two and 1. And fouled out of play.
The first base line stands are jam-packed for the host team, Washington County. And then if you look down the third base line, you see a lot of red, white, and green for the Tijuana contingent that showed up today. And I'll tell you this, they have been the best traveled foreign team that we've had in this tournament, but they've been the loudest team overall.
2-2 pitch. Full count, no score, bottom of the first inning. Two outs. Tyler mentioned at the top of the broadcast about Washington County getting a bye. Well, let me go back to earlier today. 19-6. Schmeltz, 2 home runs. Five for 10. 4 RBIs, nobody on, 2 outs. Tyler was mentioning about Washington County having the bye. What happens is the 2 teams representing zones last year that played in the championship game are moved into those slots. And so that's why Chinese Taipei have the bye, representing Asia Pacific, and Washington County grabbing the spot in the bottom part of the bracket that meant that the Washington County would not be playing on either Friday or Saturday. Smeltz told me the other day he has two hobbies, hunting and lifting, accounting for his power to left in the earlier game. Late swing. 1-2-3 top of the first, 1-2-3 bottom of the first.
There's a place far from the city, yet just down the road, where likes and shares mean more. It's in every bite, each performance, and every night, where the miles we ride together become the memories we share forever. We dream because they fought for it. We give because they worked for it. The American spirit lives here. I can feel it.
For 125 years, we've been covering this region's financial needs, sharing your rebellious spirit, standing right here with you, supporting your dreams, helping businesses grow and thrive, investing in what matters, and always putting people first. Thank you for letting us get to know you over our first 125 years. We're Washington Financial Bank, and we're proud to be the bank that gets you.
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again for people who maybe thought college wasn't the answer. We're making college practical with programs tied to in-demand jobs that prepare you for success right away. We're making college accessible by breaking down barriers and offering more choices. We're making college approachable with faculty who understand where you're coming from and help you get where you're going. At Penn West, we're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
The Printscape Pony League World Series is presented by Printscape, by the Washington County Tourism Promotion Agency, by CNX, and by the Observer Publishing Company. All right, you're the manager of Washington County. How do you approach Romeo? How do you pitch to him?
You don't. You don't.
What do you mean by that?
You just point at him and say, hey, you go first.
Really? You'd essentially walk him here to lead off an inning?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I wouldn't even give him a chance.
Off-speed breaking ball, strike one.
Or you could just throw him 4 of those, and if they're strikes, they're strikes. If they're balls, then not. But, I mean, he ends up on first anyways.
Not hit with the usual Romeo authority, but nevertheless, there he is on board. He is so much. We watched him in the first 2 games. He is so much the spirit of this Tijuana ball club. You'll see that he'll be constantly coming to the mound and cheering on his pitcher. And
he plays first base, but he never stands there.
He reminds me a little bit of Willie Stargell, the way Willie used to approach being the captain of the Pirates, and especially in that '79 season. After Roberto Clemente passed away, died in the plane crash, it fell on Pops, fell on Willie to lead the way on the field and in the clubhouse. Matter of fact, Chuck Tanner often said that I didn't have to worry about the clubhouse because Willie was taking care of that.
And that's how you get a nickname like that, too.
Outside 2-1. Hinojosa, you're seeing right there. Melendrez 3 for 5 with a home run. Marlon's dad is the first base coach. Joe Estrada, third base coach, manager. By the way, all 4 of these umpires are from Western Pennsylvania. There is Joe Estrada, high school baseball trainer and coach, father of 3. 3 and 2. No score runner at first. Ball 4.
Breaking ball up and off the plate. Another runner on, so 2 on, no outs here. Contreras 1 for 6 with a run scored. But right behind him, Carlos Pardo is 3 for 3 with a double and 3 RBIs. I don't think that it takes much to know what I would do here.
The vice president in charge of bunting, Tyler Barnett.
I've been promoted.
Solido, the courtesy runner at first. Time called, and evidently there was some kind of communication problem. As we see after that long stretch position, and now Creighton going out to the mound.
Now, Briones is supposed to be on second base right now, but he's not there. He's always moving, constantly moving all the way around. Basically everywhere except for where he's supposed to be.
But I think in the case of Romeo, it's a good thing.
That's a great thing. I love it. I love it. He's involved. He's involved. He's in it with his team. That's what you want.
Bunted. Oh, and it's a good one.
That's beautiful. He could have walked to first base. Third baseman Schmelz playing back. A righty on the mound that falls off toward the first base side.
Well, you were saying earlier, give him one to try to bunt for a base hit.
Yep, your first one you get the bunt for a base hit, but then the rest of them belong to the team. You sacrifice your at-bat.
Now Pardo.
All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. That's it for me. Seen what I need to see.
Strike 1.
Make sure we save that clip.
Well, Pardo, who's been on base 3 straight, his last 3 appearances at the plate, and late in the clobbering of the Bronx last night, 16-2. No outs, bases loaded, and a swing ruled by Ron Ross. Pardo late in the game last night, he doubled in the 4th, hit by a pitch in the 4th, singled in the 5th.
Got to protect yourself here. Can't watch this pitch. Got to put something in play. Got to follow through with that swing. Even if you chop something, put something into play and make the defense make a play.
Sanchez, bases loaded, 1 out. Sanchez, born in San Diego, owns a school in San Diego. Both his mother and father are dentists.
Watching for the squeeze play here.
Runner coming. Got Brinones hung up, but he escapes.
You could see Sanchez's hands creeping up, which is a tell that something's on. But now with 2 strikes, he's at the mercy of Crow.
Did I see that right? If Smeltz stays back, he gets the out.
He does, yeah. Yeah.
But he's got to follow the runner.
He's got to follow the runner. Got to follow the runner. Well, you got to stay in the runner's hip pocket. Really, it depends on what kind of squeeze it is. If it's a safety squeeze, which is where the runner stays back and sees the ball down, then you want to be in the runner's hip pocket.
Ball blooped into center field. Romeo Brinones scores. And all the other runners move up 80 feet, 1-0 Tijuana, Mexico.
Great piece of 2-strike hitting there by Sanchez. That's all you have to do. Get a bat on the ball. Doesn't have to be pretty. Just drops it in right over top of the infield. Gives us our first run of the game.
And gives Axel Brinones, the pitcher, a 1-0 lead. Right-handed batter. Open stance. Foul ball.
But back to the bunt play. If it's a safety squeeze, the runner's going to wait to see the ball down. So you want to be in the runner's hip pocket in case the ball's bunted to third. You can make a play at the plate. But on a suicide squeeze, you have to stay back because the pitcher is really the only one who can make a play on a suicide squeeze. So your pitcher is going to come at that ball bare hand, try to scoop the play to your catcher. If he can't make a play, you have to be back at third base for the runner at second to make sure that he doesn't take third.
So your point being here is because it was a suicide squeeze,
because it was
the
a
third baseman
suicide,
should have stayed
he
back.
should have stayed back. He should have stayed back. But it's hard to tell because he was already up. So it's hard to tell what the runner at third base is doing when the runner is behind you. Now, if you can keep the runner in front of you, then you can see what the runner's doing. Is he breaking on the pitch? Is he breaking? Is he waiting to see it down?
Fly ball, right field corner. One nothing in favor of Tijuana, Mexico. Axel nodding affirmatively to his first base coach, Marlon Melendrez. Time requested and granted.
There's a bunch of gaps on the infield here with 2 strikes. If he could just shorten his swing and put something into play. Third baseman Schmeltz is toward the line. Shortstop Kahn is holding the runner at second. First baseman Coney is playing in and toward the line. So a lot of gap here on the infield. Just shorten your swing up. Solid contact. Don't roll over.
Foul ball at the plate. Count remains at 2-2. The run scored by Tijuana, Mexico in this second inning. Its 30th run of the tournament. 30 runs in 12 innings. And it's 3-2. 1 out. The runner Salido at third, Contreras at second, Sanchez at first, and Axel Brinones refuses to go away quietly. Salido, the courtesy runner, Contreras, Sanchez, 2 outs.
Big strikeout there for Crow. After toying around with the breaking ball around the edges, not getting the the calls that he wanted. He goes right back to the fastball, elevates it a little bit. Briones has no shot of catching up to it.
1-0 Tijuana leads. Foul ball.
A lot of space down that left field line. Left fielder Stoy favoring that left center field gap.
Now 0-2. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 1-0 Tijuana, Mexico. The inning started with the Romeo Briones single, and he scored the run on the base hit of Sanchez. Ball fouled away. Just to make the point, the Briones base hit was a looper to center. Then you had the bunt hit base hit of Contreras and the Sanchez bloop to center. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Fly ball to left. Out number 3. Catch made by Stoy. Tijuana scores 1 run on 3 hits and leaves the bases loaded. Go to the bottom of the second. Tijuana, Mexico 1. Washington, Pennsylvania 0.
With Honda's newly redesigned lineup, there's no better time to buy at Washington Honda. Washington Honda's caring and knowledgeable sales team will make it easy to find the perfect Honda for you. Washington Honda, it's all at the mall.
South Hills Toyota has a great selection of newly redesigned Toyotas to choose from. Finding your new Toyota will be a breeze. The vehicle you want from the dealership you trust. South Hills Toyota, it's all at the mall.
From the first steps and new love to each milestone, big and small, the promise is made to the new beginnings and the dances that never end. Life is filled with the moments you live for. By protecting your health with regular vaccinations, screenings, and well checks, you can fully embrace all of life's little moments. At Cornerstone Care, we create healthier tomorrows today. Schedule an appointment with us and let's walk this path together.
I bet you do a great job being in the Pirate Parrot costume.
I would be very clumsy. I can't even walk in my shoes, let alone walk in those. Those are like flippers. I don't know how they get around in that thing.
Nate Wojtek, the president of World Series tournaments, will be joining us in the 3rd inning.
And also, like, isn't it like a mascot rule that you can't talk? Have you ever known me to not talk?
Also, Andrew Wenzel will be joining us in the 4th inning, the manager of Washington County. Here's Owen Samagala, 5 for 9 in the tournament.
It's 5 for 9. Played a great center field. A couple of the plays that we've seen him make. Back in the first game against. Who did they play game 1? I just drew a blank.
I'm sorry?
Who did they play game 1? The Bronx.
Yep.
Threw a runner out, tagging from second to third from deep center field. And then he's had already 2 great plays. Recording outs out in center field today. Chases that breaking ball away from Briones. Bringing up Landon Tronosky. 1 for 5 on the tournament with 4 runs scored, 2 walks. Third baseman Briones was tying his shoes as the pitch was being delivered.
Landon Tronosky. When I chatted with him the other day, asked him about what he likes to do when he's not worried about school or playing baseball, and he said he likes to cook. And then offered up that he believes he makes a mean mac and cheese. Oh, 2 pitch. Line to right field. First hit of the game for Washington County.
And another 0-2 hit that we've seen in this tournament. A lot of 0-2 pitches being left over the plate, and not just able to be hit, but able to be hit hard.
1-0 Tijuana leads. One ball and 1 strike.
Good pitch to steal on here.
Why so?
Just saw a fastball for a strike. Probably going to see a breaking ball. Another fastball. And now your hitter's ahead in the count. I like a hit and run in this situation with a batter ahead, a runner on first. Stay out of your double play.
Now 3-1. Top of this second inning, the base hit of number 8 hitter Sanchez drove in Romeo Briones. And with that, hitter Coney is going to check in with Wenzel. Nothing Tijuana, Mexico. 3-2. If Tijuana, Mexico wins, it will go into the championship game against Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. If Washington County wins tonight, there will be an extra game at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. And time called. By the way, the players, manager, coaches and the fans that have made the trip up from Puerto Rico, some concern about Ernesto, the tropical storm that is moving through the Caribbean. And a walk, 2 men on. And here's pitcher Landon Kahn.
Same thing that happened the last inning. Single and then a walk. Only difference this time, the strikeout to Sam Magala to start this inning.
And the count of 1-2. One ball, two strikes. 1-0 Tijuana, Mexico leads. And Khan, the shortstop, I think I said inadvertently when he came to the plate, he is the pitcher. He's the shortstop. And his pitcher, Crow, is batting ninth. So here is Khan. There are 3 Landons, by the way, in this starting lineup for Washington County. Chernovsky hitting 5th, Khan 7th, Crow 9th. Throw to second. Breaking for third is Chernovsky. And he is out. 2 outs.
It's a daylight play. The shortstop's going to sneak in behind the runner at second base, and as soon as he does, the catcher's going to drop their glove. Pitcher turns and delivers a throw to the chest of the shortstop. And Chernovsky's just in no man's land.
You can see that really well from our high home camera, how Melendrez dropped the glove.
Yeah, who is that guy up there? He did a great job there.
Pitches up high, 2-2.
Is that Spence up there?
Yeah, Spence up there.
Yeah, good job, Spence.
So the pitcher's looking towards the catcher.
Yes.
The catcher.
Yeah, catcher will just drop the glove. As soon as he drops the glove, the pitcher spins, throws a ball right to the chest of the shortstop.
3-2. One nothing Tijuana, Mexico. Runner going. 3-2, 2 out, strike 3. And out number 3. 4 strikeouts for Axel. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. No scoring for Washington through 2, 1-0 Tijuana.
Feels good to be off the sidelines, doesn't it? Oh yeah, it does. That extra effort with AHN Sports Medicine got you back here. With every specialty set, custom training day, and personalized drill, you bettered your body. Now line it up. They don't see this move coming. Told you. Go next level with AHN Sports Medicine.
Washington County is playing right now because of the work they did earlier today in our second game. A 19-9 5-inning victory over the Bronx, New York allowed Washington to stay in the tournament. They scored 8 runs, 5 runs, 4 runs, and 2 runs in their 4 innings at the plate. In the other 2 games today, Chinese Taipei defeated Palmview, Texas, eliminating the Texans 4-3 in 9 innings. And we just saw Puerto Rico defeat Chinese Taipei to advance to tomorrow's championship game, Guaynabo winning by the final of 10-3.
Stunning announcement, stunning news. Chinese Taipei not only does not win the Pony League World Series, but does not get to the championship game, eliminated on Tuesday.
It's very unlike Chinese Taipei. You usually see them come in, play sound defense, have great pitching, and kind of roll through these tournaments, but very uncharacteristic of them.
1-2 on Jimenez. Now Crow gave up a run in the second. Drive down the left field line and to the trees. We're just shy of that set of trees. So it's 2, 3, and 4 in this inning. And a base hit to center. It is appropriate to talk a good bit about Romeo Briones. He batted to lead off the inning in the second and singled, and he'll be coming up third in this inning. Briones, 3 home runs in the tournament, including a grand slam. Beltran 0 for 1.
I don't know if they're going to bunt, but if he can place one just past the pitcher in the grass toward first base, you could have 2 guys on for Briones.
Let's go X-Men. You've got Xavier Beltran, Xavier Sanchez, and the pitcher Axel Briones.
Then that would make Washington like what, Team Landon?
Team Landon against the X-Men.
Yeah.
Runner going, fly ball into left center field, and the catch by Samagawa.
Samagawa doing a great job patrolling center field. The third play he's made out there today that looked like it could possibly get down for a single, maybe even a double, but finds himself right underneath of it.
And here is Romeo. Joe Mercado interviewed his dad the other day, and we could see where Romeo gets his effervescent personality.
His dad's standing down here on the fence now. Everybody else in the stands behind him, and he's down here yelling to Romeo.
One nothing Tijuana, Mexico. Oh, and 2.
See it, send it back.
Close play there. If that ball travels just a little bit more toward the bag, could have had a pickoff.
Without a doubt, one of the more impressive aspects of the game of baseball, that matchup between pitcher and hitter. And the thought process going through the minds of both.
That's exactly it, the mentality of it.
You know, I saw the pitcher and catcher with their gloves over their mouths. I saw you do that with the producer earlier today when I went by, worrying that you were saying something that you did not want me to know. 1-2 now on Brinones.
I was trying to pick you off.
1-0 Tijuana, Mexico. Breaking ball down. Runner going. It's a ball. And a stolen base with the 0-2 count and the belief that there would be a breaking ball, good pitch on which to run.
Yes. Because you're not going to give him anything to swing at. But now you've got a runner in scoring position for your best hitter.
Oh, great job by Creighton. There's full count. You wouldn't walk him intentionally, would you? Well, 3-2 now. Let's see what the pitch is. 3-2.
3-2. There's a base open.
Runner at second. 1-0 Tijuana.
Definitely don't give him anything good. Maybe throw that breaking ball down again.
Yep.
That way, if he swings at it, then you get a free out. But if not,
well, here's how it came out. He fell behind 0-2, did Brinones.
breaking ball. Breaking ball. Fastball up. Breaking ball. Breaking ball. Breaking ball. Yep. Perfect.
Pretty much what you'd expect to do, wouldn't you, Tyler?
Yep.
And now McGraw going out. Marshall McGraw, the pitching coach, who went to Central Catholic High School and then played baseball at Seton Hill. Works for Highmark. Hello to his girlfriend, Brianna. In the second inning, Romeo Briones led off with a single. And then with one out, 4 batters later was Sanchez, who singled in the game's only run. Melendrez. One and one.
It's a 7th straight breaking ball that Crow has thrown.
Two men on, 1 out. 3rd inning.
8th straight breaking ball.
First baseman Coney playing behind Brinones at first. And now 3-1. Popped up and playable. 2 outs. On a 3-1 pitch, Melendrez went after a pitch that was not ideal at all from a hitter's standpoint.
Oh, all of those pitches in that at bat were elevated.
Second baseman, Emiliano Contreras.
And then Melendrez chases that one up and out of the zone to fly out to first baseman Coney.
Contreras, bunt base hit in the second. It was the bunt base hit that moved Briones to third. And Romeo Briones scoring the game's run. Runners going, bouncing ball up the middle. 2-0. Jimenez scores, throwing into second base. Briones made the turn, but got back, and so the 2-out single of Contreras accounts for the second run of the game for Tijuana, Mexico.
Contreras' second single of the game. 1 for 6 coming into today. Now 2 for 2 on the day. 3 for 8 for the tournament.
Amos Betancourt will bat for Pardo. And looks at a strike. Two nothing Tijuana, Mexico. Swing and a foul back to the backstop.
Another 0-2 count.
Strike 3, the inning is over, but Tijuana, Mexico picks up a run on 2 hits and 2 left on base. Nate Wojtek, the president of World Series tournaments, will join us.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Yeah, the president of World Series tournaments, Nate Wojtek, joins us. Nate sat down. He dropped something. I told him he dropped something. He picked it up. It was Bayer aspirin, huh? Going that well, huh?
Yeah. It's been a long week, but it's something we're very proud to do for the community. But a great week. The weather has been spectacular. And, yeah, we're just excited to have another great night of baseball. Great crowd here tonight. Lou Hayes playing field.
Well, you must be extremely proud of what the Wojtek name means in conjunction with pony baseball? Your dad doing so much to be a part of this program.
Yeah, my dad playing on the 1955 Pony League World Series championship team from Washington. And ever since I played in 1989, I've really been involved as a volunteer, kind of climbing the ladder. Unfortunately, I have a great, trying to fill in the footsteps of the great Bob Gregg. You know, you never want to replace a legend, so I'm doing the best I can.
Oh, you're doing a fabulous job. And the John Wojtek Memorial Award, that goes to the top hitter from Washington County each year, correct?
Yeah, we started that in 1989 when I played in the Pony League World Series that year. That was actually my mother's idea to create an award to kind of honor my father who played on the championship team. So here we are from 1989, almost 35 years later. The Wojtek Award is something we're very proud of. We have the sign outside that gets the kind of preserve the legacy of those individuals that win that award. And each year we give it to the Washington County player with the highest batting average.
2-2 pitch, and it's outside. You could not do this if it weren't for the fact that you get people to volunteer to be a part of the program.
Yeah, I always say we need two things. We need volunteers and we need sponsors. And when we have crowds like this tonight, it's special for these kids to get to play in this type of environment. But yeah, throughout the course of the week, 500, 600, 700 volunteers come through our gates, or come to the stadium to help us out in a number of different capacities. All of us are volunteers here at the Pony League World Series. So we have the grounds crew, we have the concession workers, we have the gate workers, we got the van drivers, the parking attendants, all volunteer their time, take off work. The concession stand workers are all volunteers, and they're really the lifeline. We couldn't afford to pay that many people, and we don't need to because people enjoy coming out.
Did I hear you right? You said 600?
Yeah, that's what we estimate. On a course like today with 4 games, today we'll have over 100 volunteers plus come and work the concession stand is probably the heaviest lift of those things, but our gate workers, and then you know, we have a core of volunteers that the grounds crew, Mark Murphy, the van drivers, some of the guys that people don't get to see, the kind of behind the scenes folks that do critical aspects of the event.
2-0 ball game in favor of Tijuana, Mexico. Grounds crew out in that left center perch.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, Lanny.
Go ahead.
I mean, they start 6 weeks ago. They're not just here this week. That's probably one of the groups that do more than just the week of the event. They're out there, Mark Murphy and his the Benarski brothers and Dave Bain, and they're out here all week and getting or all month really getting the field ready that looks great.
Do you get a chance to sit and enjoy any of the action?
A little bit from time to time. It's one of those things is once you climb the top of the ladder here as chairman of the World Series, there's a lot of things that go on, but I get my family sits up on the in the tents up on third base, and I do sneak up there and sit down. My son and my daughter are here. They love it. They're in the perfect age.
How old are your son and daughter?
My daughter Caitlin's 14 and Jonathan's 11. So they love coming out. They're passionate about the Pony League World Series. And then my wife Marissa, you know, they were working in concession stand earlier this week. My sister's working in the concession stand. So, yeah, it's kind of part of the legacy that there's some, you're going to need to go to work here.
Uh-huh. Is your mom still alive?
No, she passed away, unfortunately, a couple years ago.
Bouncer to third. And the throw across to end the inning. Well, Nate Wojtek, thank you very much for joining us. Hey, do me a favor, will you find out about that question I asked you about number 17, will you?
I will. I'll get that answer for you.
That's been bugging the heck out of me, all right? Thank you, sir.
Lanny.
Congratulations to you.
Jumpstart the season with a bit of fresh air. Whether you like to walk, run, hike, bike, or boat, you'll find that Washington County is connected by trails. Plan a day on one of the nation's outstanding rail trails with a trip on the Montour, Panhandle, or National Pike Trip. Grab a paddle and navigate the scenic Mon River and surrounding small-town charm. We'll see you at the trailhead. Plan your trip today at washcotrails.com.
At Pathways of Southwestern Pennsylvania, we believe that every life has potential, and we're dedicated to fulfilling it. Our adult and community services give individuals with intellectual disabilities or autism the opportunity to develop new skills, have an independent home life, and make their own choices. From personalized daily care and community participation to supervised independent living, we cater to each individual's specific needs. Pathways of Southwestern Pennsylvania, your path to lifelong fulfillment.
Cricket has free Samsung Galaxy phones? What?
Nationwide coverage and lightning fast 5G?
What? Smile, you're on Cricket.
2-0 ball game. Andrew Wenzel, the head man for Washington County, the manager. Your thoughts of what you've seen from Landon Crow so far in this game?
Yeah, very happy with him, keeping them off balance. Still catching a little too much plate right now. Want him to find the corners a little more. But yeah, we can't ask for more of Landon right now. He's doing a great job.
And what has been your advice to your hitters about approaching the pitcher for Tijuana, Mexico, Axel Briones?
We just need to hunt fastballs early in the count, see it out of his hand, recognize the spin, and don't try and do too much. If he's throwing that heater down the middle, shoot it in the gap to right center.
All right, thank you very much, Andrew, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, guys.
Fourth inning, 8-9-1. This is where, if you're a pitcher and you're looking for some respite.
Yeah, this has to be a quick inning here. You got to attack the zone. Your pitch count's starting to climb. You're at 66 through 3 right now. It started off the game with just 11, but then in the second inning, 32 pitches. And then in the third, 22. So pitch count getting up there. Just fill up the strike zone, work low, get some ground outs, maybe a couple of fly balls out to your center fielder, Samagala, who saved you a few times already today.
Count 1-2. Sanchez singled in the game's first run in the second inning. And then Tijuana picked up its second run in the third. This foul ball is out of play as Coney goes to the fence. It is 2 runs on 5 hits for Tijuana. No runs, 1 hit for Washington County. One out.
That looked to be dangerous off the bat. You saw second baseman Jackson Smith, instead of watching the ball and tracking it, looking for outfielder Landon Trinovsky.
Briones struck out in the second inning. Axel. 2-0 Tijuana leads. If Tijuana wins this game, it will go directly to the championship game to play Guaynabo, Puerto Rico at 7:30 tomorrow.
All of Crow's pitches are starting to elevate. His last 4 have been up above the belt.
Now 3-0.
He's starting to get tired. You see the elbow start to drop. Pitches starting to be elevated. He tried to use his body to throw that pitch. Just carried it outside.
And a courtesy runner here with Wenzel, the manager, going to the mound, not the pitching coach.
For Tijuana, courtesy runner for the pitcher at first, number 10, Oliver Gutierrez.
Gutierrez, the
Great
courtesy
job, man.
runner.
You did awesome, okay? We got the top of the door coming up. I just don't want you seeing 3 times, that's all. Hey, you did everything we wanted to do. I am so proud of you this season, dude. Battling back from injury to this spot right now, I couldn't have asked for anything else. Great job. Great job, dude. Great job. Give him some love, boys. Give him some love.
And from left field, Stoy is coming in. And out of the dugout comes, only 1 second here, Pashapong is coming out of the dugout. Hey, Joe, what do you got for us?
Well, guys, 18 years have passed since Christian Yelich appeared at the Pony League World Series playing for the Simi Valley, California team. He offered this advice to young players, and of course, Yelich has gone on to tremendous success in the big leagues, winning the MVP 6 years ago.
You know, first off, I'd say take it all in. You know, I think it's something that you just kind of, you're there, but you should just kind of take a minute to look around, take in the atmosphere, where you're at, who you're playing with, all the hard work that's went into the summer and summers before to even get to that point. You know, it's a success just being there. And I think you should really just appreciate the moment in general. And then in your baseball career, I mean, it's, hey, look, just try and get the most out of it. Work as hard as you can. If it's your dream to play in the major leagues, it's something that's possible. You know, there's a lot of guys that have played on that same field that are living proof that it's a real thing. It's not easy by any means. And the biggest thing I think to be successful in baseball is to learn how to deal with failure, because it's coming. You know, it might not happen in pony ball, it might not happen in high school, maybe not college, but it's going to happen at some point. And it's part of the game. You know, you need to learn how to deal with it, and just definitely don't let it discourage you.
Yelich, one of a growing list of players that have gone on from the Pony League World Series to compete in the big leagues. Guys?
And Garrett Stoy moves from left field to the mound. And Cohen Pashapong takes over in left field, put Pashapong in the 9th spot of the batting order. It is 2-0 in favor of Tijuana. And officially for Landon Crowe, 3 1/3 innings. He's given up 2 runs on 4 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Still responsible for the runner at first. Top of the batting order now for the left-handed batter, Espinosa.
Stoy making his 2nd appearance of the tournament. He's already got an inning pitched. Faced 4 batters through 14 pitches. Walked 1 and struck out 1.
That is Gutierrez as the courtesy runner. Washington County must win, and it would force an extra game tomorrow. You know what happens for these teams that played early yesterday to get to the championship game? It requires 5 games in a 60-hour period. Ground ball, base hit into right field. Gutierrez will stop at 2nd.
Runner on first, so Jackson Smith is pulled into double play depth, pinch closer to second base. And Espinosa just placing that ball exactly where Smith would have been had there not been a runner on.
Jimenez, 1 for 2.
Do you want to know how my brain works?
I think I do, but let me double check. You tell me.
That's kind of scary. I don't think about, okay, we're at the top of the order now. Okay, that leadoff guy just hit a single. I think, okay, now we're 1 hitter closer to to Romeo Briones coming up. That's what, if I'm a defensive player right now, or a coach with my team on defense, that scares me. But if I'm Mexico, I've got to do everything that I can to make sure that he gets a plate appearance this inning.
Well, and the way this inning is set up so far, at this point, if he bats in this inning, he is going to do it either with 3 men on base and 2 outs, or 4 men on base and 1 out, or a combination of that with a run having scored.
Right.
Line drive to the right field corner. Gutierrez scores 3-0 Tijuana. Espinosa to third on the RBI double of Jimenez. Second hit for Alex Jimenez.
Jimenez with a single just an inning ago. Now an RBI double to extend this Mexico lead 2-0.
Number 4, Moises Salido.
Moises Salido pinch hitting here for Xavier Beltran.
Strike one. Moises Salido, 5-inning complete game in the 16-2 win over the Bronx last night. He had 12 strikeouts. 12 strikeouts in that 5-inning win.
So 5 innings, 3 outs an inning, 15 outs recorded by Mexico, 12 of those via strikeout.
And by the way, one of the outs that was not a strikeout was that ricochet 3-1-3.
Right, yeah. I still, that's one of those plays that and it won't like stick out in my head, but whenever somebody mentions something like that, I'll see it immediately. Because it was so awkward.
Ball fouled away. Maybe, and by the way, that happened in the 2nd inning last time. Maybe that should have been the indication to us and to the Bronx that things were going to get really, really bad.
Hey, you got it.
3-0 Tijuana, runners at 2nd and 3rd. Well, here's the proposition for you. You get Salido for the 2nd out, and base open. You can put Romeo on.
Yep.
And then go after Melendrez.
Yep. The worst thing that can happen here is let Salido on somehow. Definitely don't want to go to full count. Walk him here. At least make him swing the bat, put something in play, let your defense try to do something. Don't just give it to him for free.
Oh, here we go, 3-2. Bouncer to the right side, a run will score. The ball knocked down, but that's all. The infield single of Salido. 4-0 Tijuana as Espinosa scores and Jimenez moves to 3rd.
So that ruled an E4 officially.
First baseman Romeo Briones.
But still scores a run. Well, that could have been fun.
First and third. One out, ball off the glove. Head first slide for Jimenez, 5-0. Salido to second base. Marshall McGraw to the mound. Scored a wild pitch, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now with base open, in light of the fact that it was first and third, then the wild pitch, moving.
Just go ahead,
to
just
second base.
Put him on, sets up a double play to get you out of the inning.
And 5-0. Briones, 5 for 7 in the tournament, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs.
It's everything low, everything in the dirt. Don't elevate anything.
Four batters reaching after 1 out. Strike called. I said at the outset of this inning, this was the recipe for trying to keep the pitch count down and make for an easy inning, 8-9-1. But after the fly out from the number 8 hitter, then a walk, and that was the end for Crow. 1-2. Down on strikes.
All right, got an out of it. Why would you walk him? Wild pitch, but breaking ball, breaking ball, breaking ball. Seems to be the recipe.
And Melendrez, well, fouled away, 2 outs. 5-0 in favor of Tijuana, Mexico.
Yours to keep, thanks to Wilson Sporting Goods and all of our night sponsors.
And Melendrez has been dangerous too. He's 3 for 5 on the tournament with a double, a home run. Walked earlier today.
And the wild pitch moves Salido to third.
That's one of the reasons that I don't like the one knee catching stance. It's just you just don't have time to get to that ball. Where if you're on both feet, on the balls of your feet, you're able to block that ball and you can keep the runner at second base. I saw it last night in the Pirates game, and a run scored because of it.
Catcher on one knee?
Catcher on one knee. Breaking ball to the down knee side, which there's no way to stride over and get it.
And the strikeout of Melendrez ends the inning, but Tijuana scores 3 runs on 2 hits. There was an error, and 1 left on base. 5-0 Tijuana after 3.5.
They play in all corners of the world. Boys and girls each learning the true value that only teamwork, competition, and sportsmanship can provide. Each year, more than 500,000 participants of all ages proudly represent Pony on baseball and softball diamonds of all sizes. Everyone deserves a chance to learn and play the game. They're our players today. They'll be our leaders in the future. Pony, making a difference in your neighborhood and all over our world.
The mission of the Pony Champions League is to provide every individual without regard for needs the opportunity to play baseball and softball. Baseball has 109 stitches, but only one seam, and that one seam is emblematic of the worldwide unity of the Pony League World Series. The Pony Champions League is a poignant reminder that the commitment of pony baseball to all children without regard for needs. Everyone deserves, if he or she chooses, to feel the bat in his or her hands, to feel the crack of the bat, to run the bases, and to touch home plate. Deeds, not words, are the yardstick by which our lives should be measured, and Pony Baseball seeks to share the experience of baseball with everyone. Pony Baseball is proud to host a gathering of special needs individuals and offer them a chance to realize a dream.
Way to go, partner. Ball fouled away. I hope my daughter is listening tonight. She mocks me all the time because I love to use that phrase, deeds not words.
Deeds not words.
I love to use that phrase around my family. Ball fouled away.
And if anybody sees the booth and like your papers and everything, they can see how your mind works. And I can see that paper and the way that it was written, and then as you read it, the changes that you make to it to make it Lanny.
Wow.
To make it you.
5-0 Tijuana, Mexico leads. And liner off the 0-2 pitch to the shortstop, Jimenez. And only one base hit for Washington County. And only 2 base runners.
And one of those was picked off in the second inning.
So yesterday it was Moises Salido. 5 innings, 12 strikeouts. And here tonight it is Axel Briones. And Schmeltz 0 for 1.
Oh, and Xavier Beltran did re-enter in to play third base. So 13, Xavier Beltran back in the lineup at third base, hitting in his original spot.
Foul ball out of play, 1 ball, 2 strikes. There has been only one team from Mexico to win the Pony League World Series. That was Monterrey, Mexico in 1972. Monterrey, Mexico, 1972 went 5-1. Defeated Honolulu twice in the last 3 games of that 72 Classic. And the Monterrey pitchers in 72 allowed only a total of 6 runs in the 6 games, and 3 of the Monterrey wins in 72 were shutouts. And Alex Trevino, who played 13 years in the major leagues, was on the 72 Monterrey team. 14-year-old catcher who hit Hit a pair of home runs and batted .333.
In the majors?
Pretty good guy, too. I did an interview with him. That's one thing that most baseball announcers hate to do and are pleased when you have somebody that is willing to do it for you.
Not try to fight you.
You know, in the 33 years I was a Pirate broadcaster, I don't think I ever had anybody say to me, hey, that was a really good interview you did on the pregame show. But leading me to believe that nobody was listening. It wasn't the case that I didn't think I did a good job. Bouncer to second, 2 outs.
Great reaction there.
You know, when I went to Cooperstown, I'm so glad I saw Craig Biggio. Because Craig Biggio was one of my all-time favorite people, because inevitably I would see him on the field and he would say, Lanny, do you need an interview? Oh, wow, thank you very much. A player volunteering to do a pregame interview.
Who was your favorite interview?
Oh, well, did Greg Maddux once. That was pretty fun. I'll tell you the one that was most nervous doing was Vin Scully.
Oh, really?
Yeah, very nervous doing that interview.
I would imagine.
And I didn't think it was. I thought it was a terrible interview. Because I believe that when you do an interview and you have 5 minutes, that you got to make the questions quick.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But when I went back to listen to it,
you took over.
My questions were too long.
Yeah.
2 and 1. I said to Vin something about his style, and he says, "Oh, I don't know if I have a style." Is it a catch?
No. Single.
Jimenez was trying to sell it.
Ooh.
I'm not sure. I think he made the catch, and that the dirt is from the glove.
Yeah, the dirt's from the glove. Yep.
And what leads me to believe that if the ball had hit the ground, the glove would have come up.
Right.
So it is a base hit, second of the game for Washington County. 5-0 Tijuana, Mexico lead. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning of what is scheduled to be a 7-inning game.
Now I've got another one for you. So, you know, some guys can tell stories, and they're not always, you know, interview type stories. How many of those guys you run across? Who's the best one? Who could tell the best stories, but you know, like, oh, I can't sit him down for an interview and have him tell that one?
Well, I guess it's like a lawyer. Sometimes you go to guys because you know the answers and you want them to tell the story.
Right.
You know, I remember interviewing Marty Brennaman of the Reds, and I knew a story about Marty that I thought was hilarious and I wanted him to tell.
You just had to coax it out of him?
No, I didn't. I mean, he was ready with it, yeah. Stolen base here for Samagali, even though Washington County is down 5-0.
And get a runner in a scoring position, a 2-0 count. Something that you can hit hard, either single or score them, get on the board and start climbing back.
2-1. By the way, speaking of asking people questions, in the All-Star game back in the 90s at Three Rivers, Steve Blass interviewed Billy Williams, and Steve had made a point of mentioning that the pitch is outside, mentioning that Billy Williams hit so well off Steve Blass that Billy Williams would send a limousine to the airport for Blass.
Make sure he got to the game safe and on time.
Yeah, and there's ball 4. And so Blass interviewed Billy Williams. Williams, a retired player, Blass, a retired player. And after the interview, I said to Steve, why did Billy Williams hit you so well? And Blast said because he wanted to and because he could.
Hey.
2 on. Conference.
Estamos bien, no pasa nada. Cambia los tiempos nomás, ¿ok?
Bien.
Van a estar muy listos para segunda. Si abre mucho en primera, yo lo pongo, ¿ok? ¿Ok? Hay que estar listos. 2 outs. Cambia los tiempos, relájate, estás muy ansioso, ¿ok? Que no te gane esto. Tranquilo. Vamos, estás haciendo las cosas muy bien, gordito. Estás haciendo las cosas muy bien, hijo. Vamos.
All right, I heard very good.
Yeah, I heard bien.
No more, and 2 outs. So, very good, no more runs, 2 outs. No more base runners, 2 more outs. 1 more out. Right?
And, yeah, well
and then
done.
some filler.
See, that Spanish you took wasn't wasted. Coney walked in the second.
You know, I actually took French in high school.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, 3 years worth. And I can probably just ask my way to the library. That's about it.
The pitch goes back to the screen. And runners at second and third. Boy, if you're going to chip away, need some timely 2-out lightning here from Coney.
And that ball went out of play. Must have got, I don't know if it got stuck in the padding or if it went into the dugout, but it was called a dead ball, and runners were awarded second and third. They'd already moved up, but
5-0 Tijuana, Mexico, 4th inning. And Coney 2-0, took a 2-0 swing, but went after a pitch that was ball 3.
Yeah.
Runner at third, Samagala. He singled, stole second, moved up on a wild pitch.
And got to shorten up here, put something in play. And all of this happening on the line drive to shortstop Jimenez. So Mexico thought they were out of an inning. It was ruled no catch. Samagala makes it to first, steals second, and Chernovsky walk. And here we are with 2 runners in scoring position, 3-2 count, and 2 outs.
Out number 3, no runs, 1 hit, a walk, 2 men left on base. After 4, Tijuana, Mexico 5, Washington County nothing.
There's a place far from the city, yet just down the road, where likes and shares mean more. It's in every bite, each performance, and every night. Where the miles we ride together become the memories we share forever. We dream because they fought for it. We give because they worked for it. The American spirit lives here. I can
Top of the sixth inning, or top of the fifth inning, and it's 5-0 in favor of Tijuana, Mexico. When Nate Wojcik was here, off the air, I asked him. I was at the Pony headquarters and museum on Thursday, and I noticed that the display of uniforms, that the number 17 was on every uniform that was displayed. And so I asked him off the air, why is that? He tells us, he went and checked it out, tells us that it was in 2017 that they decided to start giving players that came to the Pony World Series in Washington uniforms provided by the folks here in Washington. And a base hit for Contreras, his third hit of the game. His first hit was a bunt single as an RBI. So that's why all the uniforms that are on display at the museum have the number 17. I thought maybe it was a Bob Walk thing.
Bob Walk, great name for a pitcher.
The Whirly Bird. Oh, there's. I really didn't get to know Bob all that well when he was a player, but afterwards we had spent a lot of good times together, and ball fouled away. You know, I got to know Larry Boa pretty well, and it was told by Boa that there was tremendous respect between the Pirates and Phillies. They played 18 times a year, and I said that a couple of times on the air. And one time, Walkie pulled me aside and said, "Lanny, we didn't respect them. They didn't respect us. We hated each other." Runner going, bouncer up the middle. Play to first for the out. Well done by Kahn to improvise. Contreras moved to second.
So not an ideal hit and run. You definitely don't want to hit to the middle of the field, but Contreras got such great jump that Kahn had no choice but to get the out at first base. So now you've moved up a runner. You've got another guy in scoring position for Sanchez, who already has an RBI today.
Strike called. And part of the improvising there was the fact that Kahn realized he didn't have a chance to really take a long step. He had to fire on the run with some baby steps.
Yep, and he's done that well today. You know, the backhand early in the game, got it out of his glove and got rid of it. You know, a lot of guys would try to gear up and rip that throw across the infield, but that takes too much time. The quicker you can get rid of it, you know, I've seen so many guys do that. Jack Wilson was one of the best at it. Just get rid of it. Get it out of the glove. Let the ball travel while the guy's running, because the ball's going to go faster than he is no matter what.
The Ebullient Jack Wilson. 1 ball, 1 strike on Xavier Sanchez. 2 balls, 1 strike, 5-0. Washington County went to the championship game last year, and by the way, did not play a team from the United States a year ago. Strike called. Washington must win this game, win an extra game tomorrow to get back to the title game. This year, Washington losing to the Bronx, beating Bay County, beating the Bronx. And the fly ball to the corner will drop untouched. Stoy came on in the 4th. And out of the reach of Coney. Well, I'm really impressed with Creighton. He a very aggressive player, hustles, takes charge. That's what you want from a catcher.
It is.
2 outs.
And you can see there, we just talked about Creighton, and there you can see him let that ball travel, not going out to get that breaking ball, because if you go out and get that breaking ball, then you catch it high and out of the zone, and it's not a strike, but he lets that breaking ball work back into him, let it work back into the zone, and makes it look good for the umpire to be able to bring up Sanchez.
Retamosa is batting here for the pitcher, Axel Briones. Briones pitching 4 scoreless innings. Bouncer off the glove into left field. And Contreras scores 6-0 in favor of Tijuana, Mexico.
Retamosa 0 for 3 last night with 2 strikeouts. Getting a pinch hit opportunity here today and wasting absolutely no time putting it in play and getting an RBI.
Well, do I have that rule right? If you pinch hit for the pitcher, he's done.
Pitcher's done. Can't come back in.
Axel Briones for scoreless innings. Bouncer off the glove of the shortstop, Khan. And the base hit here for Espinosa, his second hit. Espinosa has 2. Jimenez a pair.
And Khan making his first mistake of the day. Going back to get that ball, letting the hop play him. Whenever you're stuck in between like that, that long hop, you're never going to be able to make the throw. Come up and try to get that short hop so that you can make the throw over to first. Because if you stay back and get that long hop, well, that's going to end up in the outfield anyways.
It is charged as an error. Second error of the game. Strike call. The scoreboard's got 4 errors for Washington County, but I've only got 2 for them. Jimenez 2 for 3. RBI, 2 runs scored.
I have 2.
2?
Yes. Yeah, the E4 back in the 4th that scored a run and moved Jimenez up to 3rd, and then that's E6.
Yes, and I have Tijuana with 9 hits. Is that what you have?
Ooh, that's a big number.
Flipped to second for the force out to end the inning. And Tijuana, Mexico picks up another run, this time on 2 hits with 1 error. And Tijuana, Mexico leads 6-0.
And I'll get 2 minutes to count up the hits.
After being sidelined with a shoulder injury, 2 minutes in the box isn't so bad. Now get back out there. With AHN Sports Medicine, you're ready for what's next. Your body's rehabbed and recovered. Your legs primed to outski your defender. Your technical skills perfected. And just like that, you're back. Oh yeah, you're back. Go next level with AHN Sports Medicine.
Axel Briones with a strong outing today, being lifted for Alejandro Ortiz. And Briones, 4 innings of work. Gave up only 2 hits, 2 walks, and had 7 strikeouts. Stellar performance.
Washington County's bottom of the 5th.
If we got some, yeah.
If Tijuana, Mexico wins, championship game tomorrow night, 7:30. Tijuana, Mexico against Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. Hope you'll make plans to join us, be here at Luis Pony Field, or the coverage on Sportsnet Pittsburgh or plws.tv. And foul ball back, strike 1.
And Brian Smeltz in the Washington County bullpen.
Alejandro Ortiz. He'll turn 15, second day of October. And the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom third of the batting order. Hunt takes a strike, 2 and 2. The only hits for Washington County, Tronovsky single in the second, and the base hit, the 1 base hit of Samagala in the 4th. One out. Last half of the 5th inning of what is slated for 7. Jackson Smith turns 15 in early November. Be at Cannon McMillan in the fall. Fan of Ken Griffey Jr. Where's number 24? One and one. And the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dugouts right below the press box. Ball fouled off to the screen.
See those in the first base bleachers. I don't know if there's any in the second base bleachers, but I saw a couple of those big cutouts of the kids' faces, of the players' faces. I don't know if the camera can pick one of those up. We need to see if we can get one of those made for you.
Why?
Just a big Lanny face.
Yeah.
And just carry it
Why?
around.
Like I said, why?
No, I just help keep the mice away. Number 1. Number 2, just because we can.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Ground ball mishandled by Contreras.
First error of the game for Tijuana. That last hop just rolled up the arm of Contreras.
You know, Hank Greenwell, who was the voice of the Giants for a long time, was quoted as saying one time, why are the bad hops always the last one?
That's the truth. That's the truth.
Passapong. And they call it strike.
And one of the things, whenever you're playing on a surface like this, from grass to dirt, typically the grass is going to soften that first bounce, but then whenever it gets onto the dirt, the bounce after it hits the dirt for the first time is usually the weirdest bounce that you're going to get, because the dirt just it's gotten a different texture to it now, and it just bounces differently that second time.
And the count 0-2 on Cohen. Ortiz set at the belt. And a ball. Cohen, Passapong, collects baseball cards. He was telling me the other day he has about 2,000. His dad owns a pizza shop.
Really? Well, I mean, it worked with the California Spice family. So
fly ball to left, dropping in for a base hit, and Washington County has 2 on.
What are the chances he has a Lanny Fratteri baseball card?
And we'll go to the top of the order and Stoy. 6-0. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Well, for Washington County, a couple of men on in the second. Unfortunately, one of those 2 was picked off. And then 2 men on after 2 outs in the 4th. 2 on here after 1 out. And a strike. Stoy 3 for 8 in the tournament. Trying to keep the line moving and come up with a run or 2 and set things up for the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. But it's 0-2. Stoy in the leadoff spot. One out. Jackson Smith reached on an error, then the base hit of Passapong. And pickoff play. It worked for him back in the second.
I was actually looking for that pickoff play to go to first. I was looking for a back pick from Melendrez to Briones at first.
Two outs. And Melendrez, the catcher, indicated with his glove before the pitch that he wanted the ball up. It was up and away. And Creighton 0 for 2. 3 for 13 in the tournament. 2 on, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. 6-0 Tijuana, Mexico. And the count 1-1.
Heads up for the back pick at first base here.
There it is. You are absolutely amazing, Tyler Barnett.
Hey guys, did we get that in the booth or up in the truck? Did we record that? Lanny saying that?
Oh,
I want to keep that around.
I've said that about you a number of times, partner. 1-1 pitch is down low. Six nothing, Tijuana, Mexico. With a run in the second, a run in the third, 3 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth. Count now 2-2. Base hit, center field. Jackson Smith around third. Throw to the plate and a hop over the catcher's head. Washington County has a run now. It's a 6-1 ball game in favor of Mexico.
That was going to catch Jackson Smith at the plate. That was going to be an outfield assist by Espinoza, but it just caught the worst part of that grass in front of the mound and shot straight up in the air. Look at that. I mean, it was on target. It was on time. That was an incredible throw by Brian Espinoza from center field.
Second base courtesy runner for the captain, number 23, Jordan Moore.
And Jordan Moore running at second. And a strike on Smeltz. So here, indeed, Washington County has posted a run and has a couple of men in scoring position for the 3-4 hitters. Smeltz 2 home runs in the game earlier today against the Brocs. One and one.
If you're Washington, this is the guy that you want at the plate. 2 home runs earlier today, a triple in this tournament, 5 for 12 so far with 4 RBIs, 5 runs scored. A single will cut this lead in half.
One and two. Six-1, Tijuana, Mexico leads. Foul ball count stays at 1 and 2. And 2 and 2.
Really surprised we haven't seen a daylight pick here from Mexico yet.
Runner at second base is Moore, the courtesy runner. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball. Left center field. Home run. Schmeltz's third of the day. 3-run homer, and now the Tijuana lead is 6-4.
Down to 2 strikes, a 2-2 count. I don't know if that's the pitch that he wanted, but it's a pitch he got and he drove it. Went downstairs to get that. And Brian Schmeltz is having a day. 7 RBIs for the tournament, 3 home runs, 6 for 13. And he brings Washington back, climbing back into this game. Now down only 2.
That is Gutierrez warming up. Yep. Got it around to the number 3 hitter. Men on base. 2/3 of an inning for Ortiz, and he is charged with 4 runs. All 4 are unearned. Bottom part of the lineup getting on base. Jackson Smith reaching on an error in the Pasherpong base set. And the 2-out RBI single of Creighton and the 3-run homer of Schmeltz. I hope that there were true believers among the Washington County faithful, not leaving this game early.
Stands have thinned out a little bit, but it's 10 o'clock on a work night.
And Samagala
there's one
waiting next.
See that right there? I'm going to get your face on one of those.
Uh-huh.
I'll break it out next spring, and I'll just carry it with me.
I don't think Steve Sabins or Matt Wells or anybody, or Scott Bartlett or anybody with West Virginia would allow that. All right, here's Samagala coming to the plate, a 6-4 ball game. Well, the Tijuana Ball Club did not play more than 5 innings on the game Saturday. Didn't play more than 5 innings Monday, but here in the bottom of the 5th inning of this game, a 4 spot for Washington County, strike 1. And Owen Samagala 6 for 11. Foul ball.
Did you see right before that pitch, you saw catcher Melendez shake his head. And because he shook his head, Gutierrez shook his head. So it's a shake-off sign. And the shake-off sign just meant to, like we talked again, mental games with the hitter. You know, the hitter's probably thinking, oh gosh, he's going to throw a breaking ball here. But all of a sudden, if the catcher gives you the shake sign, your head's in a pretzel. You don't know what's coming.
And the fastball up and in gets Samagala. 4 runs for Washington County, 3 on the home run of Schmeltz. After 5, 6-4, Tijuana.
At Printscape Imaging and Graphics, we're more than printers. We're partners in creativity and community. From sponsoring local charities to empowering small businesses, Printscape is committed to giving back. Our people help businesses and organizations build their brands while strengthening our community, like the Printscape Pony League World Series. Printscape Imaging and Graphics, where technology meets creativity. Visit us today and see how we can bring your vision to life.
With Honda's newly redesigned lineup, there's no better time to buy at Washington Honda. Washington Honda's caring and knowledgeable sales team will make it easy to find the perfect Honda for you. Washington Honda, it's all at the mall.
South Hills Toyota has a great selection of newly redesigned Toyotas to choose from. Finding your new Toyota will be a breeze. The vehicle you want from the dealership you trust. South Hills Toyota, it's all at the mall.
Cricket has free Samsung Galaxy phones. Whoa! Free phones, fast 5G, and nationwide coverage.
Pretty good deal.
Smile, you're on Cricket.
Championship game tomorrow night at 7:30 on Sportsnet Pittsburgh and PLWS.TV. Washington Park, not too far away from the intersection of Interstates 70 and 79. And so now a two-run ball game. Xavier Beltran, the batter. He was lifted from pinch hitter in the fourth, but re-entered. And Romeo Briones on deck. For Garrett Stoy, he came into the game in the fourth. So to this point, he has worked an inning and 2/3. Fly ball right center field, dropping in the gap. Leadoff single, throw back in. That's hit number 10 for Tijuana, Mexico.
Another nice play by Semigala to track that down and get it in quickly. Keep the runner at first base. Try to save all the bases you can with Briones at the plate.
Singled and scored in the second, walked in the third, struck out in the fourth. Pretty steady diet of breaking balls to get that strikeout in the fourth inning.
Just don't want to leave one up.
Tijuana 6, Washington County 4. 1-1. This is the fourth time in the game that Tijuana's gotten the leadoff hitter on. Did so in the second, that led to a run. Leadoff man reached in the third, that led to a run. Leadoff man reached in the fifth inning, that led to a run. And the leadoff single here by Beltran, and the count 2-2 on Romeo.
Well-placed fastball there. It's good to mix speeds up. A guy that's seen breaking balls all day today. Throw him a fastball down and out that he's not going to be able to touch. Let him see a different speed.
Briones strikes out for the second time.
This is going to look a little different than what we've seen so far. Breaking ball, breaking ball, breaking ball. Fastball, fastball. And he's just painting corners, throwing dots down and away from the big Romeo Briones.
And they get me over breaking ball for a strike to Melendrez. 6-4. Tijuana leads in the top of the sixth inning.
Big gap over on the right side. Jackson Smith pinched close to second base because of the double play and the steal. Coney holding the runner on. And
outside 1-1.
Stoy's been heavy on the outside pitches. So if you're Melendrez, adjust your approach here. Go with the pitch. If he's going to throw it to you out there, go with it. Hit that gap.
Ball bunted. And the bunt back to the mound, out at first. And Beltran to second.
Definitely not what he wanted to do there. You could see how he squares to bunt and he pulls the bat in a little bit closer to his chest right there, that he wanted to poke that ball out past the pitcher into that no man's land between the first baseman, second baseman, and pitcher. You could just, whenever you see that bat come in closer to the body, they want to be able to extend and deaden that ball just past the pitcher.
Pitch outside, ball one. Contreras is 3 for 3, including an RBI single in the third. His hit in the second was a bunt single. It was a perfect bunt single. Called strike.
And usually whenever you see a bunt single, it's whenever the pitcher delivers the pitch, that's whenever you drop and you go. Honestly, I don't think that he dropped the bat to bunt until the pitch was right on top of him. I mean, it was last second.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Tijuana has stranded 7 with the bases loaded in the second, 2 on in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth. And 1 left on in the sixth. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on after 5.5. Tijuana, Mexico 6. Washington County 4.
For 125 years, we've been covering this region's financial needs, sharing your rebellious spirit, standing right here with you, supporting your dreams, helping businesses grow and thrive, investing in what matters, and always putting people first. Thank you for letting us get to know you over our first 125 years. We're Washington Financial Bank, and we're proud to be the bank that gets you.
We've been in your community since 1808. We've stood by your side covering the news of the day. We've been here for the important times in your life. We've celebrated with you. We're proud to have delivered the latest in local, regional, and national news in Washington, Greene, and southern Allegheny counties. We'll be here for the next phase of your life with our print and online editions. The Observer Reporter, life delivered daily.
It really ruined everything. I should have done something sooner.
Everybody hopes that this won't be a big problem. Unfortunately, basement water, it always gets worse. Don't worry, we got this.
Great. Well, let's stop it from getting in.
The effects of water can be surprising, but at Baker's Waterproofing, we'll do a complete home inspection for free, so you can put water back in its place. Schedule a free home inspection today.
Back here in the bottom of the sixth, Tijuana, Mexico leads Washington County, Pennsylvania 6-4. A home run, a 3-run home run by Brian Smeltz back in the bottom of the fifth. Caps off a 4-run bottom of the fifth for Washington County, looking to tack on to that here in the bottom of the sixth. 6 outs left for this host team to climb back in with 2 more runs.
Tarnowski singled in the second, walked in the fourth. 1-1. We know that Guaynabo, Puerto Rico will be playing in the championship game at 7:30 tomorrow. Will it be against Tijuana, Mexico, or against Washington County? Pitch inside. Two 1 pitch. He is high and outside. Gets real big time tomorrow night, partner. 6 umpires.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I mean, World Series we're talking.
Wow. So there's not going to be any missed calls, right?
Never.
I always talk with Ron Whiting, Catman. He actually called me this morning because
how's he doing?
He's doing great. He's always doing great. Even if he wasn't, he wouldn't tell you. But I asked him about a couple of situations yesterday, and we talked a little bit about it. But I mean, he's one of those guys, and I've always told him too. I said, I'm never going to argue. As a coach, I would never argue a call on what you saw, timing. Did he get under the tag? Did he not? Because you've got a lot better angle than I do. I said, if I ever argue a call, it's going to be a rule violation. You know, you got the rule wrong or misinterpreted the rule, or you were out of position. You know, if you were late getting over into an area to make a call, that's when you'll see me. And with 6 guys out here, I don't think that should be a problem.
3-2 on Trinowski, leading off the bottom of the 6th inning. One away. So Gutierrez, who came on in the 5th, he has faced 2 and has struck out both.
That's a big strikeout just for the mentality of your team. You know, with Stoy last inning, getting the strikeout of Briones and the strikeout of Contreras to end the inning. That was a big strikeout, and then you respond with a big strikeout of your own to set the tone here for the bottom of the 6th.
6-4 Tijuana. Coney, base hit into left field. And the tying run will come to the plate. We're at the bottom of the 6th inning of a 7-inning ball game.
Coney with his first hit of the day, walked back in the 2nd and struck out in the 4th. Gives Washington another base runner. Puts a tying run to the plate.
Landon Kahn 0 for 2. All fouled away. You know, Tyler, my coverage of high school and pony baseball, I've seen that in this situation, there's a tendency on the part of that runner at first not representing the tying run, being a bit overzealous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you think that, okay, we need every run that we can get. If I can get to second base. But if you get picked off, now the tying run isn't at the plate anymore. The tying run's on deck. You need to be very cautious out there. Technically, your run doesn't mean anything until you cross the plate. So you have to be very, very cautious.
Great pitch. 1-2 on Kahn. Base hit. Kahn got just enough of it. Close play at second base as it turned out. 2 on, 1 out.
More 2-strike hitting from Washington County. The Schmeltz home run coming on 2 strikes. That single coming on 2 strikes.
Concéntrense en los bateadores. Déjenlo afuera. Concéntrense en eso. Con 2 strikes podemos ir más lejos. No se pueden quedar ahí cerca. Con 2 strikes váyanse lejos. Estamos arriba en la cuenta. ¿Ok? Vamos a jugar 2. Abusado. ¿Sale? Va.
Roll 2.
Joe Estrada, the manager. 2 men on, 1 out. Remember, Washington County had a runner picked off at second. At the time, there were runners at first and second, 1 out. And Jackson Smith 0 for 2. 6-4. Tijuana leads. Tijuana scoring the game's first 6 runs, and then Washington County had a 4-run 5th. Brignone is playing behind the runner at first and guarding the line.
Yeah, I don't want to give up a double. A double's the only thing that's going to score that runner from first base, which is the tying run. Both infielders should be pinched to the line. Outfielders playing deep, nothing over their heads. Keeping everything in front. Trying to keep runners off of second base, keep your double play in order.
Two on, 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning.
Back pick. The way Melendrez set up inside, I was wondering if the throw was going to come from him. The last time that we saw a catcher try to back pick from the plate with the lefty at bat, we saw the ball sail into right field.
Two and 1. The winner of this game, if it's Tijuana, Tijuana's in the championship game. If it's Washington County, extra game tomorrow. Check swing, 3 and 1. The ruling sustained.
Might get some middle action here out of your middle infielders. Maybe an inside move from your pitcher. Maybe a daylight play. Try to steal an out on the runner at second.
Ball 4, bases loaded. Smith gets the walk. That moves the tying run into scoring position. Pastroplong singled and scored in the 5th inning. Six-4, Tijuana leads.
So third baseman Beltran playing in at the grass, going to try to cut down the run at the plate. Briones is playing back. He needs to be up in the runner's hip pocket at least. He's going to want to try to make a play to the plate. Middle infielders back at double play depth. Anything rolled to them, they're going to try to turn 2. Outfielders in to cut down the tying run at the plate.
And remember, we saw a pretty good arm from Espinosa in center.
And we know that Pardo has a great arm out in right field as well.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Last half of the 6th inning. Tijuana, Mexico leading by 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Runner at third. Coney delivered a 1-out single, followed by the Kahn base hit, who is now at second, and then Jackson Smith walked. Breaking ball away. Now fastball. 2-2 away. One out, bases loaded.
This is a very important pitch. 2-2 count.
Line drive, beats it into the field. Coney scores. 6-5, the Tijuana lead as Kahn stops at third, Smith at second. Pashapon's second hit in as many innings.
Pashpong with another single, this time scoring a run. Bringing the host team within 1, putting the tying run on third base and the go-ahead run in scoring position for the top of the order. Garrett Stoy. Stoy 0 for 3 today with a strikeout back in the 5th.
Stoy, who is in the game currently as the Washington County pitcher.
Tijuana infield completely in, even the middle infielders in. And
running the risk that the go-ahead run scores.
Well, Stoy 6-3, 5-3 on both of his groundouts. So tendency to hit the ball on the infield. Basically, he's got bigger windows now to be able to hit that through, and that what was a 5-3 back in the 3rd or a 6-3 back in the 1st now becomes a single that could potentially score the go-ahead run. And Gutierrez has to try to do this one himself. Got to try to get Stoy to chase here. Get yourself to 2 outs so that you can back your infield up.
Creighton is due next, and then Smeltz. Way off the plate. 2-2. And Estrada quickly out to talk to the home plate umpire. And Estrada came out like he was shot from a cannon after that pitch.
Tensions run high.
Bases loaded, 1 out, 6-5, Tijuana, Mexico. Three and 2. Infield in. Tying run at third, go-ahead run at second. Bottom of the 6th inning of a 7-inning ball game. Bouncer to the mound. Play at the plate. 1 out. There are 2 outs in the inning. They were thinking maybe a double play there, but catcher Melendez.
If you don't have a good handle on it, it looked like as he went to grab that ball, it slipped out of his hand. If you don't have that, do not throw that. Because that out that you just cut down at the plate then scores from third.
And the bases loaded, 2 out, 6-5 Tijuana. And Easton Delaney is going to run it first. And here comes Tim Creighton. In the inning. Strikeout, single, single, walk, RBI, single, force play for the 2nd out. Pitch back to the screen. Tie game.
When that ball went to the backstop, Melendez bobbled it a little bit. And then whenever he gave the ball up to Gutierrez, Gutierrez did exactly what you're supposed to do and put the glove down on the plate. But he put it down on the back of the plate instead of the front. And you can see the foot of Smith able to slide in right and hit the corner of that base. If Gutierrez's glove is out in front of that lead corner, Mexico is out of this inning.
And Ron Ross was in the perfect spot to make that call.
Perfect spot, right on top of it.
Foul ball out of play. Well, it was a 6-0 lead for Tijuana, Mexico. Going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Washington County scored 4 in the bottom of the 5th and 2 here in the 6th to tie it. Creighton. 2 men on, both in scoring position. One and 2. The Tijuana, Mexico team that didn't have to play into the 6th inning of its first 2 games. Easily winning by scores of 13-0 and 16-2. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. And Schmeltz on deck. Brian Schmeltz hit the 3-run homer in the 5th inning and has hit 3 home runs today. 2 in the earlier game and the early win over the Bronx. Brian Schmeltz now with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs. Runners at 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. You know, very often the left on base number is a worthless stat, but maybe not so tonight. Tijuana's left 8 men on base.
And the majority of those have been in scoring position. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those, so half of them been left in scoring
No,
position.
I got more than that.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I've got, let's see, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 of the 8.
5 of them. Okay. Yeah, 5 right there.
Runners at second and third. Outside 2-2.
2-2 counts are incredibly important. 1-1 counts, 2-2 counts. Those even counts are important because it's the tipping scale, whether you're ahead or whether you're behind. And this is not a situation where you want to go 3-2, so you've got to win this pitch. If you're Creighton, you're hunting a fastball right here because they don't want to get to 2-2. Gutierrez doesn't want to get to 3-2. Get a fastball. Can't hit it hard, foul it off.
You know, Axel Briones started for Tijuana, and he pitched 4 scoreless innings, allowing only 2 hits, and left the game, gave way to a pinch hitter in the top of the 5th inning, therefore not allowing him to pitch in the 5th. Ron Ross indicating to the powers that be in the press box he needs more baseballs. What an exciting and fun night at the Pony League World Series, brought to you by Printscape. 2 runs in the inning for Washington County to tie it up. Ball goes back to the screen. Massaquoi scores. And Washington County has the lead 7-6. Delaney to third.
And we just talked about Gutierrez doesn't want to go to 3-2, but not only does he go to 3-2, but he gives up a run in the process.
That young man who collects baseball cards, pretty exciting and pretty excitable about scoring the go-ahead run. Fouled away. The 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. It means that Tijuana, Mexico has a last call 7th, and it will be the bottom 3rd of the Mexico batting order. 6 unanswered runs at the start of the game for Tijuana, Mexico. 7 unanswered runs for Washington County. A runner at third, Delaney. 14th pitch for Creighton. And that will bring up Brian Schmeltz with runners at first and third. An inning ago with 2 men on. Third home run of the day. Washington County on this Tuesday, August 13th, 2024, has scored 26 runs. Ball 1. Gutierrez came on in the 5th inning and quickly ended the 5th with a strikeout and started this inning with a strikeout. But now with Delaney at third. And a runner at first. Foul ball. The runner was in foul territory when he was hit by that batted ball. That's the ruling. And that's why you come down the line in foul territory.
Yep. Runner foul territory when he got hit with the ball. We have a foul ball.
No, I don't think so.
Nope.
He was in fair territory. His foot on the.
His foot was on the
foot
line.
on the line.
Both feet on the line. Yep. That should be an out.
Mm-hmm. That's why you got to come down that line way in foul territory.
In foul territory.
And not even close. You got to be outside there.
Not even close, and then you come back in fair territory. That way, if there's a throw, you can get in the throwing lane.
Outside 2-1. Tijuana with a legitimate complaint. Let's see how big that call is. First and third. And the searching swing of Schmeltz. 2-2 the count. 7-6. Washington County leads. Three and two. Schmeltz, the 8th batter of the inning.
So runner at first here is going to be taking off with the pitch. Make sure you don't get picked. Briones holding him on.
More courtesy running for Creighton. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit to center field. Delaney scores, throw to third. Safe at third. Schmeltz, the 2-out RBI single, 8-6 in favor of Washington County as Schmeltz picks up his 4th RBI of the game.
It all started with that RBI single from Creighton back in the 5th. The 3-run home run by Schmeltz. And Washington County has taken a 2-run lead here. Nine hits in the game.
Nine hits for Washington County, 10 for Tijuana. And then some changes forthcoming here. 4 runs for Washington County in the 5th and 4 runs in the 6th.
So Amos Betancourt will come in to pitch. And then Gutierrez will go to right.
Gutierrez facing 8 batters. Pitches officially 1 inning. Amos Betancourt, the 4th pitcher of the game. And Samagala will be the 9th batter of the inning. In this inning, after 1 out, Coney singled. Followed immediately by Kahn's base hit. Jackson Smith walked to load the bases. Passapong with a base hit to drive in the 5th run of the game and 1st of the inning. Then a force out of the plate, then a wild pitch allowing Smith to score. Another wild pitch, Passapong scores. Creighton a base hit, or Creighton walked, and then Delaney scored on the Schmeltz base hit. So it is runners at first and third. Samagala 1 for 3. He is 6 for 12 in the tournament. 8-6 Washington County. If there is an extra game tomorrow, it will be at 10 o'clock. And the coverage on plws.tv. So Washington County, if it wants to go back to the championship game, needs to hold on here and win tomorrow. Strike called. Oh, 1 pitch outside. Guaynabo, Puerto Rico has already made its reservations for the championship game and be able to kick back, put the feet up, and relax in anticipation of the title tilt. Swing and a miss, 1-2. 4 RBIs for Schmeltz. 1 for Passapong. 1 for Creighton. And 2 runs scored on wild pitches. That is out number 3, but 9 Washington County batters come to the plate. And Washington County scores 4 runs. We go to the 7th, last call for Tijuana, Mexico in this game. 8-6, Washington County.
My Dream Field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My Dream Field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My Dream Field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
We need 3 outs. Give me 3 outs. Let's go. Come on, baby. Come on, go. Flag on 3. 1, 2, 3. Flag out. Go.
Garrett Stoy He came on the ball game in the 4th inning, and he did give up 3 runs, but he has gone from being a pitcher who was going to be handed a no decision as a reliever, and now has a chance to get the win. But there's the bottom third of the Tijuana batting order, and it'll be Betancourt to bat leading off here in the 7th. Tijuana, Mexico down by 2. And ball 1. And a called strike. We were told earlier in the day that the game tomorrow would be 10 no matter who was playing in it. Now we're told the game tomorrow is at noon. And we hope that ball came off the mask of Ron Ross. Oh, the life of a home plate umpire. So it is a noon game tomorrow. For those of you in Western Pennsylvania, that is if this lead holds for Washington County. Ron Ross, interesting that he's getting help from a medical person, considering that for Ron Ross, 35 years in athletic training for UPMC.
Those shots for an umpire are a little bit different than for a catcher. An umpire doesn't have that harder helmet skull cap guarding his head, so whenever that ball hits off of that pad, it basically gives him a jab to the forehead and temple, sometimes a little knockout blow to the chin.
That lady that just came out, I think she was telling Ron that we're AGH. You got to give me a different medical card.
You got to go down the road.
Ball drops.
E3. It gives Tijuana a base runner.
Boy, certainly would have been an easier play for the second baseman or the right fielder.
Yeah. Those are just tough plays for a first baseman. You turn around, you sprint backwards, and then you have to come in and you overrun it. It's just it's an awkward play all the way around.
Well, we saw Palmview, Texas, with a lead against Chinese Taipei earlier today, and a leadoff error changed the complexion of that game. Sanchez 1 for 3. Washington County 8. Tijuana, Mexico 6. Two and 0. Mentioned earlier that Xavier Sanchez's parents are both dentists. And who? No one wants to go to the dentist. Three and 1. And who wants to go into the 7th inning down 2 runs? Ball 4. 2 on. And it'll bring up Gutierrez, and Marshall McGraw's going to go out.
And say, hey, they're bunting here. At least I hope they do. Get 2 guys in the scoring position for the top of your lineup. I mean, it should be automatic. Like, nobody should even have to give a sign. I know whenever I coach, like, if we got into this situation, kids wouldn't even look. They just knew it was automatic.
Though there is that adage that you play for a win on the road and play for a tie at home.
Yeah.
But
also, this is that extra game. You know, it's not if Mexico loses this, they don't go home. There's another one tomorrow. So, you know, if you can sort of you can play for the tie here, especially it's like I said, top of your lineup up. If you can get 2 runners in the scoring position for Espinosa, Jimenez, Beltran, or I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Beltran and Briones. It's a no-brainer.
First baseman up, looking for the bunt. Foul ball.
Great heads-up play by Creighton there. Let that ball go foul. Make him come back and do it again.
Ball first hit in front of home plate. Remember, home plate is in fair territory. 2 men on, nobody out, 8-6. Tijuana, Mexico leads. Gutierrez. Showed bunt again.
Looks like I think Washington's going to try to put the wheel play on here. They were yelling at Schmeltz to come up. As Schmeltz comes up, then Kahn is not in a good spot. He's too close to the runner at second.
Safe at third, base is loaded. Sacrifice fielder's choice. See, I like taking the out there.
I like taking the out too.
You got a 2-run lead.
When you've got a lead, the best out is the first out.
Let's go.
And now tying run at second base. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Espinosa takes a strike. He's 1 for 4. And he is 6 for 11 in the tournament.
And with that bunt, he has pulled up all of the infielders. Even the middle infielders in double play depth aren't even back in double play depth. They're kind of halfway, all because he showed bunt. And now Coney taking a few steps back. Schmeltz back on the dirt now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Great job by Creighton to get out there and block that ball. Saw last inning what happens when a ball gets between your legs. Things can get out of hand quickly.
Bases loaded, nobody out. 7th inning. 2-2. E3 walk. Sacrifice fielder's choice without the opportunity, without getting the out at third. Romeo Briones 3 batters away. 3-2.
And 3-2 count. You know a fastball's coming. And right fielder Tronoski, pretty shallow out there in right field, giving up a lot of the line to a left-handed batter with their first baseman pulled up.
1 out. That Espinosa to chase a pitch.
Huge strikeout. They say when you got a lead, the best out is the first out. And whenever you can get it on a 3-2 strikeout, just adds a little bit more juice.
Jimenez 2 for 4. Bases loaded, 1 out, 8-6. Washington County drive into right field. And that will score 1 run. Now it's an 8-7 ball game. That throw from right field well off the line. But catcher Creighton was able to go and get it. And the second runner, the guy who started at second, was not trying to score.
Yep.
So Jimenez has 3 hits, gets his second RBI of the game. It was 6-0 Tijuana, Mexico after 4.5 innings. 4 runs for Washington County in the bottom of the 5th, 4 runs for Washington County in the bottom of the 6th, giving Washington County the 8-6 lead, and 1 run here in the 7th.
Go in!
I think they want Cohen. You know, the ball is in the hands now of Schmeltz on the rubber on the mound. Stoy had started the game in left field. Probably going back there now.
So Easton Delaney will come in for Cohen Pashpong.
In the batting order, correct?
Correct.
And playing third base.
Yes, and then third base, Schmeltz will go to pitch, and pitcher Garrett Stoy will go to left field.
It is an 8-7 ball game with one of the X-Men, Beltran, coming next. Top of the 7th. For Washington County, when it lost to the Broncos, it was the road team. When it beat Bay County on Monday, Washington County was the home team. And when Washington County beat the Broncos earlier today, Washington County was the home team. It is here, and Washington County would be the home team if there was a game tomorrow. The bases are loaded for Tijuana, Mexico. Schmeltz, who has 4 RBIs in this game, has hit 3 home runs today. 2 were in the earlier contest, and now it's on his shoulders to find some way to get the final 2 outs and propel Washington County into an extra game tomorrow. The important mail being carried by Sanchez. Bases loaded, 1 out, 0-2 the count. And the big guy, Romeo Briones, on deck. Number 2. Briones, 3 home runs in the tournament, including a grand slam. 2 outs, top of the 7th inning.
Then you have to pitch to him.
Briones in the game, Singleton scored in the first, walked in the third. Singleton scored in the second, struck out in the fourth, went down swinging in the sixth. As a matter of fact, went down swinging in the 4th inning. And 2-0.
And it's been a lot of breaking balls around him on the out of the zone, down in the zone. They don't. If we put him on, it's not that big of a deal. Well, you can't do that here. You have to throw to him. And now it's a 2-0 count. He knows that you've got to come at him. Coach just gave him the take sign. He got the take. Got to rein him in.
And the game is tied. The leadoff error of the inning. And now the second walk of the inning.
And none of those even close to the zone.
Bases loaded, 2 outs for Marlon Melendrez. Ball 1.
And keep in mind here too that, let's see, 1, 2 of those Washington runs were scored on balls to the backstop. Melendrez, the catcher, a little bit of chance at redemption here.
You get to this point of the Pony League World Series, I find myself forgetting that these are just 13 and 14-year-olds. Two and 1. Center stage. An 8-8 game. Foul ball into the night. Axel Briones started this game with 4 scoreless innings. Bottom of the 7th for Washington. It'll be hitters 5, 6, and 7. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Tied at 8. Throw to first. Out number 3. Tijuana comes up with 2 runs on 1 hit. There was an error. 3 men left on base. Go to the bottom of the 7th. Tijuana, Mexico 8. Washington County 8.
Hey!
At Printscape Imaging and Graphics, we're more than printers. We're partners in creativity and community. From sponsoring local charities to empowering small businesses, Printscape is committed to giving back. Our people help businesses and organizations build their brands while strengthening our community, like the Printscape Pony League World Series. Printscape Imaging and Graphics, where technology meets creativity. Visit us today and see how we can bring your vision to life.
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again for people who maybe thought college wasn't the answer. We're making college practical with programs tied to in-demand jobs that prepare you for success right away. We're making college accessible by breaking down barriers and offering more choices. We're making college approachable with faculty who understand where you're coming from and help you get where you're going. At Penn West, we're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
Hey!
Well, we went into the top of the 7th with Mexico trailing by 2. The first batter of the inning, Betancourt reached on the error. Sanchez walked. Sacrifice bunt. The attempt to get the out at third, but the bases were loaded. Strikeout of Espinosa. Jimenez with a base hit to drive in the first run of the inning and the 7th run. Strikeout of Beltran, and ball 4 to Romeo Briones that tied the game at 8. So Tijuana picks up a run, 2 runs in the 7th on 1 hit. There was an error. And now the bottom of the 7th inning. And Landon Trunovsky, who started the 6th inning and struck out, a 6th inning that saw Washington County score 4 runs to take an 8-6 lead, now tied 8-8. Trunovsky 1 for 2. Left-handed batter. Betancourt, 4th pitcher of the game for Tijuana, Mexico, at the Printscape Pony League World Series. One away.
Freezes him on that breaking ball in the outer half. Again, the best out is the first out. Makes things a little bit easier. Infield can kind of sit back a little bit.
Probably takes the bunt out of play too, in light of the fact that
nobody bunts anymore, so it doesn't really matter. But when they do bunt, good things happen. When you don't bunt, you strike out. That's what happens in this tournament.
Coney 1 for 2. His 1-out single in the 6th was the catalytic base hit for the 4-run 6th inning. 1-2. Earlier today, Chinese Taipei beat Palmview 4-3 in 9, a game that Palmview came ever so close to winning. As a ball bounced in front of the plate, and the pitcher Polito tried to get the out at first. Had he been able to do so, it would have ended the game. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th.
That's a great pitch by Betancourt. Tight slider in on the hands. He just freezes Coney, but knowing that he's got 2 strikes, has to protect himself.
And Landon Kahn stands in 1 for 3. 8-8 game in the 7th inning. If Tijuana wins, it will play in the championship game tomorrow night. If Washington County wins, there will be an extra game tomorrow between these 2 teams. One and two. Two outs, nobody on, bottom of the 7th. It was 6-0. Tijuana was leading after 4.5 innings. It was 8-6 Washington County after 6. It's 8-8 in the bottom of the 7th now. Out number 3, and we play extra innings. 8-8 at the end of 7 at the Printscape Pony League World Series.
Jumpstart the season with a bit of fresh air. Whether you like to walk, run, hike, bike, or boat, you'll find that Washington County is connected by trails. Plan a day on one of the nation's outstanding rail trails with a trip on the Montour, Panhandle, or National Pike Trail. Grab a paddle and navigate the scenic Mon River and surrounding small-town charm. We'll see you at the trailhead. Plan your trip today at washcotrails.com.
Eighth inning of an 8-8 ball game, so we step to overtime. And Emiliano Contreras, he is 3 for 4 in this game. Has an RBI. Schmeltz came on to pitch in the 7th and comes in with a called strike. Tijuana, Mexico, in its first 2 games, played only 5 innings in each. Ball kicks away from Delaney. E5.
It's like we always said, you enter the game, the ball's going to find you. And Delaney just getting stuck in between hops there.
Moved to third when Schmelz went to the mound in the 7th inning. And Betancourt bunting.
I would.
Strike one. Time call.
It's what I've been saying, you know. Okay, well, you're giving up an out. Well, we've seen 2 bunts in this game, and none of them have been recorded for an out yet, so we don't even know if anybody can field a bunt yet. I take that back, one of them was, because Espinoza got jammed on a bunt.
Runner going, and a foul ball, and a fine pick by Joe Estrada.
He's in it. He's on his game.
Axel Brinone has started this game, pitched 4 scoreless innings. Count remains at 0-2, runner at first, nobody out. Tijuana, Mexico wants to win this game and sleep late tomorrow. Washington County wants to win it and reconvene with this Tijuana ball club at noon tomorrow.
And I was told that that is why they moved that if necessary game to noon, because we're creeping into the midnight hours now. Give everybody time to get back and get rested up for tomorrow.
Makes sense.
Thinking of you too.
Yeah, thank you. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 8-8 game. Tijuana, Mexico had a 6-0 lead evaporate. Line drive to left. Ball bouncing to the wall. Here comes Contreras around third. And Tijuana is back in front 9-8 on the double by Betancourt.
Who needs to bunt when you can hit an RBI double?
And Betancourt is the pitcher of record for Tijuana.
That bunting stuff's all old school anyways.
Sanchez, 1 for 3. Tijuana, Mexico back on top 9-8. Fly ball to center. Drops in. And stopping at third is Betancourt. Ball gets away, and now Betancourt will score. 10-8. And Sanchez to second.
There's nobody there to cut that ball. First baseman Coney's got to be over there in front of the mound to cut that ball off. They got caught watching the play. And still nowhere even in the screen.
And the pitcher wasn't backing up.
And the pitcher wasn't backing up either.
So a couple of errors in the inning.
Doesn't hurt. We can hit, we know, okay? Hey, we just need 3 outs, that's it. 3 outs, get us back in there. Keep our heads up, okay? We are not out of this by any means. We scored 4 runs in consecutive innings. He's going to shut them down right now, and then we're going to go win this game. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So that was ruled a single E8, allowing that run to score.
No RBI.
No RBI.
Gutierrez stands in. No outs. Oh, and 2. 10-8. Mexico leads for Washington County in the bottom of the 8th. Hitters 8, 9, and 1 coming up. Tijuana led 6-0. Then it was 8-6 Washington County. Tied at 8 after 7. 10-8 Tijuana, Mexico here in the 8th. One out.
Great pitch by Smeltz. Had Gutierrez jumping back.
Espinosa now. Runner at second, 1 out. 10-8 Tijuana, Mexico. One and one. Ground ball, base hit into left field. Sanchez stops at third on what is Espinosa's second hit of the game. And now first and third, 1 out. Went the opposite way.
Six at-bats for Espinosa today in an 8-inning game. He'd only have 5 at-bats the entire tournament.
And called strike, 3 hits for Jimenez. Bats with runners at first and third, 1 out. Runners at the lines, and a 10-8 Tijuana lead. Runner going from first, throw to second, stolen base.
The catcher's got to initiate contact there. Hitter going over into the plate area. If you don't get contact there, you're not going to get the call.
And count 0-2 on Jimenez. 10-8, Tijuana leads. Tijuana has runners at second and third. Fly ball to right. Throw to the plate, out number 2, the runners hold.
And if Creighton initiates contact on that stolen base, then that's Washington's out of the inning. The inning's over. Out on the base paths and then fly out F9, back in the dugout to hit and try to make up this 2-run differential.
Beltran, runners at second and third, 2 outs. 10-8, Tijuana leads. Outside corner for a strike, 0-2. We are in the first extra inning. Game was tied at 8 after 7. Eight, 9-1 for Washington County in the bottom of the 8th. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Runners at second and third. Full count with Romeo Briones on deck. Runner at third, Sanchez. Espinosa at second.
Now you're going to get a fastball here. Set dead red fastball if it's over the plate. Swing out of your shoes.
Do it again, 3-2. Tijuana by 2. That is out number 3, but Tijuana scores 2 runs on 2 hits. There was an error. There were 2 errors and 2 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Last chance for Washington County to prolong its appearance in the Printscape Pony League World Series.
There's a place, far from the city, yet just down the road, where likes and shares mean more. It's in every bite, each performance, and every night, where the miles we ride together become the memories we share forever. We dream because they fought for it. We give because they worked for it. The American spirit lives here. I can feel it.
We've been in your community since 1808. We've stood by your side covering the news of the day. We've been here for the important times in your life. We've celebrated with you. We're proud to have delivered the latest in local, regional, and national news in Washington, Greene, and southern Allegheny counties. We'll be here for the next phase of your life with our print and online editions. The Observer Reporter, life delivered daily.
Washington County bounced back from down 6-0 and scored 4 runs in the 5th and 4 runs in the 6th. That was the message that Andrew Wenzel delivered to his team when Wenzel went to the mound. Hey, we got to hold him here. We've put together back-to-back 4-run innings. Jackson Smith to lead off against Betancourt. Betancourt has been extremely impressive on the mound, and it was Betancourt who drove in the 9th run, putting Tijuana back in front. With the win, Tijuana, Mexico will play Guaynabo, Puerto Rico at 7:30 tomorrow night in the championship of the Printscape Pony League World Series. Three and one. Three and two. Assepong on deck, and he has a couple of hits in the game. And ball 4. Oh, that's right, it is Delaney in that spot now.
Yeah, and that was Betancourt's first walk issued.
And Delaney in the spot. First plate appearance of the game. 10-8. Tijuana leads. Strike call. Tijuana has scored 39 runs in 3 games. 39 runs in 18 innings. Line shot to left. Base hit. 2 on, nobody out in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Kind of goes without saying what should happen here.
First to conference at the mound.
Hay que ponernos abusados. El paso está muy largo. Hay que asegurar un out. ¿Ok? Vamos a bajar, vas a bajar por tercera. Tú bajas la 1. ¿Ok? La 1. ¿Sale? No aflojes, güey. No aflojes, vamos, ponte perro.
I heard okay.
Please report to the press box.
Well, so it's the top of the batting order. And Stoy, then Creighton, then Schmeltz. Schmeltz has 3 home runs in the 2 games today and has 4 RBIs in this game. And ball 1. No indication that the bunt is in order. A tying run over at first base.
That would be nice to get that tying run in the scoring position.
Oh, now the bunting stance. Play to third. Out. Force play at third.
Force play. Didn't need to make the tag. Got to get that bunt down the line. Got to get it down the line.
And Briones doing the pitcher. Yeah, you're right. That ball more back towards the pitcher.
It's back toward the pitcher, but that bunt's supposed to be down the third baseline anyway.
Third baseline, yep.
Because your third baseman's staying back to guard against a steal. Your first baseman's crashing. You want to make that right-handed pitcher who's falling off toward the first base side field a bunt at third base. There's no way they get that lead runner there.
Bouncing ball toward a third for the out there. 2 outs. Pretty good pick by Jimenez. 2 outs.
Yeah, that's a do-or-die play there. Make that play, you're the hero. Get the lead out at third. You don't make that play, that ball's in a gap. Likely scores 1, maybe more.
And here is Schmeltz. He is 2 for 4. Hit 2 home runs in the game earlier, and 1 in this game. Strike 1. Tijuana, Mexico, 1 out away from advancing to the championship game. Will it be Tijuana, Mexico, and Guaynabo, Puerto Rico? The answer forthcoming. Yes.
Incredible. What a great game.
And Betancourt driving in the go-ahead run, the 9th run. Also putting together some impressive pitching. There was a 10th run posted in the top of the 8th inning.
And Betancourt came in through 2.1 innings, only gave up 1 hit, just 1 walk, and had 3 strikeouts. And then drove in the go-ahead run in the 8th and scored that extra insurance run.
Amos Betancourt, player of the game. Washington County has been eliminated, and it will be Tijuana, Mexico against Guaynabo, Puerto Rico in the championship game come Wednesday night. Joseph?
Here with Romeo Briones. Romeo, you're going to the plate with the game in the balance in the 7th. What was going through your mind in the at-bat where you tied the game?
I was thinking, don't swing at anything that isn't a strike. Just have a clear and basic attack. Just don't go for anything crazy. Don't try and do too much. Try to be smart and just do you.
What's it going to mean to you to play for the championship tomorrow?
It's going to mean a lot. Our team has worked very hard to get to this point. And Viva Mexico, vamos!
Congratulations, Romeo. Thank you.
Tijuana, Mexico gave up a 6-0 lead, but battled back and carried this game into extra innings. Came up with 2 runs in the top of the 7th to tie the game and win it with 2 runs in the 8th inning.
It's like you said, it's hard to believe these boys are 13, 14 years old. What an incredible game, full of emotion.
Championship game tomorrow night, 7:30. Please join us. In a small town in southwestern Pennsylvania, the world comes together every August. Players, families, and baseball fans of all ages create new memories and lifelong friendships during the Printscape Pony League World Series. It's more than baseball. It's about a community pulling together year after year to give a group of 13 and 14-year-olds the experience of their lives. After a week of competition with 10 teams, only 2 are left, standing with dreams of becoming world champions. Will it be Puerto Rico or Mexico? Come along with us as we crown the next Printscape Pony League World Series champion. Okay, ready? In a small town in southwestern Pennsylvania, the world comes together every August. Players, family, and baseball fans of all ages create new memories and lifelong friendships during the Printscape Pony League World Series. It's more